tie of foam, extended body, hex. What I got here is a needle and the vise. I'm going to build my body on this needle. I want my body to be about 1 inch long. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I got a mark here. It's roughly about 1 inch. So I'm going to start my thread just past the taper of the needle. Put 3 or 4 wraps on there. You want to save this waste piece of thread. I'm going to set that right on top. I'm going to mount my tail. The tail is just moose Maine fibers. I got, well, there's probably 6 or 8 there. I'm going to make them same length as the body, 1 inch on them. So I'm going to put them back, start them. I'm going to pull tight, just 1 wrap right there to flare them out a little bit. And I'm just going to kind of cross wrap up the shank of the hook here to this point. And then I'm going to work my way back. And I'm going to come in and trim off the waste here, trying not to get my waste piece of thread. It's important that you leave that piece of thread there until you get the fly off the needle, and you can it tightens it all up, and it's holding the fly together basically. Okay, we got that there. What I got here is a 3mm piece of closed cell foam, and what I've done is I've cut it into a taper. It's about 2 mil at the back, probably about 8 mil up at the front end. I've taken a razor blade and I've split it down the center, not all the way through, but I've cut a good groove in it. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and put that right on the needle, like such. I make 1, 2, 3 wraps. I bring my thread underneath. I make segments about every 1/8 inch or so. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Two, 3. I'll make 1 more here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I've got a nice segmented body. At this point, I'm going to come in and I'm going to whip finish off by hand right on that last segment there. Put a 4-turn whip finish in it. Pull it kind of tight. I'm going to leave this fairly long too, so I can kind of hang on to it all as I pull it off the needle, and it will help tighten it up. I'm going to grab these 2 pieces of thread, grab right a hold of it, and give it a good tug right off the needle. See, I got start to a segmented foam body. Now I'm going to take the needle out of the vise and put my hook in. Mount my hook, start my thread on. Thread I'm using is 8/0 uni. Wind the thread base down, roughly about halfway down until I'm about in line with the point of the hook. I'll break off my waist, and I'm going to wind halfway back. That's going to give me my measurement to mount my wings. And my wings are just some olive hen. I'm going to put them on there and put the curves opposing each other. Try to get the ends lined up. And I'm going to go ahead and mount them right on top of the shank. Tying the stems right down. cut off my waist. Got a few fibers here going astray. And I'll lift these up. I'm going to get my thread right in front of them. Kind of build up a dam a little bit. Then I'm going to post them a couple times. Just like you would post a parachute. Post if you're tying a parachute fly. So there, I got my wings mounted. I'm going to run my thread back. Basically, if I let go of it, I'm in line with the bob, the hook. I'm going to grab the body that I made and pull this all together. I'm going to mount that basically right where I tied off. So I'm going to come in and cut that right off with the scissors. Slide that up on my hook. Couple soft wraps at first. Try to get it straight and where you want it. And I'm going to tighten up. And bind that right down. Pretty good. Come in here and clean this stuff up. Now I'm going to mount 2 dry fly hackles and put 1 grizzly. Catch that on. And I'm going to put on 1 light olive. Now that I've got them mounted, I'll take a little golden olive dry fly dubbing. Get that started. Make a wrap underneath the back here. Tighten this up. Run this up to the front of the fly. You give my hackle a good base to set in. Plus it will help float the fly a little bit more. But the fly with the foam on it is virtually unsinkable, which makes it good when you're fishing these flies. Half the time you're in the dark, so. And I'm going to take my olive first. I'm just going to start wrapping that up through. 1, 2, 4 wraps behind the wing. Pull the wing back, get it right in tight. Try to get 3 more in front of the wing. And 1 more. Tie that off. Snip that out of the way. I'm going to kind of run my grizzly up through there. Pull the wing back again. Get a few more turns in front here. Catch that off. Okay, trim. Pull this back a little bit. So I can clean up. And wet finish. Trim your thread off. Fix my wings a little bit. Come in and cut a little bit of taper in the back of this foam here. And the last thing I'm going to do is come in with a Sharpie and dress it up a little bit. We'll even do the wings. There you have it. One foam extended body hex. Ready to fish.